The NBA playoffs are officially back, and the intensity is through the roof. We are diving deep into a massive postseason slate where every possession counts and the stakes have never been higher. From the gritty Eastern Conference showdowns to the high-flying Western Conference battles, we are tracking every buzzer-beater and every shocking upset. Stay tuned as we break down the latest scores and series leaders from the opening round of the most electric basketball tournament on the planet.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
The drama is intensifying on NBC and Peacock as the NBA Showtime crew, including legends like Carmelo Anthony, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady, pull back the curtain on the biggest stories in the league. You do not want to miss the expert analysis on superstars like Cade Cunningham as he leads the Detroit Pistons, or the high-stakes pressure facing Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic. With Victor Wembanyama making his highly anticipated postseason debut, the stage is set for a historic return of playoff basketball to the network. If you need a break from the hardwood, we are taking a trip into the shadows with the dark brilliance of director Robert Eggers. His latest project, Werewolf, is already generating massive buzz at CinemaCon with a haunting teaser that promises a visceral 13th century nightmare. While we wait for that release, you can immerse yourself in his chilling masterpiece Nosferatu, now streaming on Peacock, featuring a terrifying performance by Bill Skarsgård that proves why Gothic horror is at its absolute best right now. Back to the court, the Minnesota Timberwolves face a massive uphill battle as they fight to bounce back against the Denver Nuggets in a pivotal Game 2. After a dominant Game 1 performance from Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, Anthony Edwards and his squad are desperate to even the score before this series shifts. It is crunch time for the remaining contenders, so make sure you are locked in to catch every minute of the action. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update on your favorite teams. The NBA postseason is officially heating up, and if the opening round is any indication, we are in for an absolute roller coaster ride. Welcome back to the court, folks. The play-in tournament was nothing short of chaos, serving as the perfect appetizer for the high-stakes drama of the first round. While the dust settles, the narrative is clear. The underdogs are looking to bite back. Let's talk about the shocking upset in the East. Orlando, coming off a gritty play-in run, has already stunned the top-seeded Detroit Pistons, taking Game 1 in a 112-101 statement win. Is Detroit feeling the pressure of that number 1 seed, or is Orlando just hitting their stride at the perfect time? Meanwhile, the heavy hitters are standing tall. Boston dismantled Philadelphia by 32 points, a terrifying reminder of their championship pedigree. Over in the West, Oklahoma City made an even louder statement, crushing Phoenix by 35 points. It is a harsh reality check for those who thought the regular season momentum would just carry over. Elsewhere, we've got Denver, the Lakers, and New York all grabbing that crucial 1-0 lead, but make no mistake, these series are long, and one momentum shift can change everything. As we look ahead to the midweek matchups, keep a close watch on how these road teams adjust. We've seen teams fold under pressure, but we've also seen the best bounce back with an intensity that defines legends. Which of these series do you think is destined to go to a Game 7? Drop your predictions in the comments below, hit that subscribe button to keep up with every twist in the bracket, and remember, in the NBA playoffs, the moment you get comfortable is the moment you go home. The wait is finally over, basketball fans. The NBA playoffs are back on NBC for the first time in over 2 decades, and the energy tonight is absolutely electric. We are witnessing a historic return, streaming live on Peacock and hitting our screens with a high-stakes doubleheader that sets the stage for a wild postseason run. Tracy McGrady put it best when he said, "It's the best time of the year," and looking at the matchups, it is hard to argue with that. We kicked things off with the Eastern Conference, top-seeded Detroit Pistons hosting the scrappy Orlando Magic, with all eyes on Cade Cunningham. Carmelo Anthony hit the nail on the head regarding the pressure on Cade, noting that this is a defining moment for him to prove he can lead a team through the physical grind of a playoff series. Over on the Magic side, T-Mac is demanding superstar production from Paolo Banchero, insisting that he needs to play with relentless aggression to give Orlando a fighting chance. But the night doesn't stop there. The world is waiting for Victor Wembanyama, who makes his highly anticipated postseason debut tonight as the Spurs take on the Trail Blazers. It is a true spectacle, with broadcasting legends like Mike Tirico and Reggie Miller on the call to guide us through these monumental moments. It is fascinating to see the veteran perspective from the NBA Showtime desk, where legends like Vince Carter and Grant Hill are already breaking down the narrative of the postseason. They've noted that the Thunder look absolutely lethal after their Game 1 demolition of the Suns, with Carter warning that you essentially need to play 4 perfect games just to stay in the ring with them. Meanwhile, the Celtics are already sending a message to the rest of the league with a dominant statement win over the 76ers. As we embark on this 23-game first-round journey across NBC and Peacock, one thing is clear. The road to the finals is going to be brutal, unpredictable, and entirely unmissable. Who do you think makes the biggest statement in these opening rounds? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single highlight of this historic return to basketball glory. The playoffs are here. Let's see who really has what it takes to win it all. Ever feel like your soul just needs a heavy, gothic dose of historical dread to feel alive? If you're already counting down the days for Robert Eggers' upcoming Werewolf, which sounds like a visceral, blood-soaked nightmare based on those CinemaCon rumors, you've got a long, lonely wait until Christmas. But don't let the summer sun burn you out just yet. If you crave that signature Eggers atmosphere, his 2024 reimagining of Nosferatu is currently streaming on Peacock, and it is a masterclass in darkness. This isn't just another vampire flick. It's a $50 million descent into a beautiful, agonizing abyss. Eggers channels the spirit of F.W. Murnau's 1922 silent masterpiece and the literary weight of Bram Stoker, yet he molds them into something entirely his own. Set in 1838 Germany, the film feels like it was unearthed from a crypt, thanks to meticulously crafted miniatures and an obsession with lighting that only uses the flickering warmth of candles and fire. When Bill Skarsgård's Count Orlok finally steps onto the screen, the air in the room just seems to evaporate. He isn't the suave, velvet-clad romantic you might expect. He is a wheezing, skeletal, dusty corpse of a creature, dripping with genuine, primal menace. It's a performance that somehow managed to trigger a wave of internet infatuation, proving that even in the most repulsive monster, we can't help but see a reflection of our own obsession. Ultimately, the film functions as a haunting meditation on the La Petite Mort, the thin, blurred line between death and desire. Is Orlok an agent of inevitable, all-consuming passion, or is he a shadow-drenched metaphor for the chronic depression that stalks us through life? That's the beauty of Eggers' work. He doesn't give you the answers, he just gives you the atmosphere. If you're in the mood to confront the darkness head-on, go dive into Nosferatu on Peacock tonight. And tell me, when you look into the abyss of Orlok's eyes, do you see a monster, or do you see yourself? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the films that keep us up at night. Is the series already over before it really began? Welcome back to the hardwood, where the Minnesota Timberwolves are staring down a haunting statistic as they head into Game 2 against the Denver Nuggets. If you watched Game 1, you saw the Nuggets systematically dismantle Minnesota in the second and third quarters to pull away with a 116-105 victory. It was a classic display of composure, especially from Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, who dominated even without a strong perimeter shot. Now, here is the reality check. Historically, when Denver takes a 2-0 lead, they are literally undefeated in that series. Conversely, Minnesota has never recovered from a 0-2 deficit in their franchise history. It is a massive mountain to climb for Anthony Edwards and the squad. The difference in Game 1 really boiled down to the free throw line, where the Nuggets lived, putting up 33 attempts compared to Minnesota's significantly lower count. Jamal Murray dismissed the chatter about the officiating, but for the Timberwolves, figuring out how to play defense without sending Denver to the stripe is the absolute key to survival tonight. You can catch all the action live on NBC and Peacock as this tripleheader wraps up. Will Minnesota find a way to break the curse, or is Denver on a collision course for another sweep? Make sure you're signed up for Peacock to catch every single minute, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the NBA playoffs. Remember, history is just a number until someone steps up to change it.